Or maybe. Oh, legendary salute. Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Stick around if you can, man. We have a good time in these parts, man. Stick around if you can. You're definitely welcome. That's the kind of energy we love in this room. So absolutely, you're more than welcome to stick around. B74, what up? Push, what's good? What's happening? One time for all the mechanics. Um, I am Joel, and we're in the building. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Every day, all day. Finally, the Mecc Gat Show is here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The show that I've been alluding to. Okay, hold on a second. Brothers and sisters, mothers and misters, bunions and blisters, like to welcome you to the garage, home of the worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mike Rashawn. Before we even get super into it, hypes, likes, and subs is how you show your boy loves. Please hit all of the above and let's get it cracking. I didn't know that was going to be a thing. But yeah, it is. Thank y'all for pulling up. And one time for Big Sugar in the building. One time for Push Button Producer in the building. One time for all the mechanics pulling up. Legendary Yobi, I've been hip. You've been killing it with these streams, sir. Always welcome a different take on things. But well, thank you, bro. I'm appreciating that you appreciate it. I'm glad that y'all are here having a good time, which is all that really matters at the end of the day. I'm gonna start this round off with two things. Number one, I don't know if anybody's noticed. Tiffany Blue, what up? I don't know if anybody's noticed, but number one, I am under the weather. All day, what's good, King? Good to see you. Salute. Thank you for pulling up. Um, what the? Sean Capri, what up? Thank you for pulling up, good sir. Joel Torres, what up? And, yeah, have some ginger tea. I'm working on a couple of different things. Lucky, what's good? What's good? Welcome everybody. Oh man, this is one of them rough ones. Just kind of hit me out of the blue. I think I'm allergic to the Knicks getting jerked. Whew. You take that however you feel. Man alive. Just woke up with a scratchy throat and my nose running like there was free money at the destination. And here I am, dealing with the fuckery. But the last thing I wanted to do was miss my 5 o'clock with y'all. Yes, all day summer colds are absolute ass. Absolute ass. The Knicks lost hurt. We gonna be alright. However, I blame Jay-Z's fro for the loss. How you blaming Jay for the Knicks loss when the orange wig man is in the building dozing off? Like, how you? I didn't mean for that to rhyme. How you blaming? Stop that, Blue. That's just gross. One time for Saint Petersburg, Russia, not even Florida. For a second, I thought Sugar had some company, but that name is 100% not Floridian. I told you, the mechanics is worldwide. Shout out to St. Petersburg. Thank you for joining. Uh, V Pool Dobby and V. Oh, what's up? What's up? Raging Bull. How long have you been going to the gym? Your biceps look massive. They're not. Oh boy. Oh, another St. Petersburg. Oh, salute, salute. One time, thank you. Hey guys, listen. If you hear from St. Petersburg or any place else, do me a favor. Likes, hype, and subscribe. Come on, join the channel. We have a good time around here, especially if you're a hip hop head. It's a good time. Occasionally, some people we debate, we talk shop. Some people come in here and have a money fight with each other. I have no idea how that started, but I just kind of sit back and eat popcorn when it does. Um, no, I don't know if anybody's ever gonna be weird. I don't know if anybody's ever gonna stay on topic. B. I think when it starts turning into like obvious insults, then I think you need to step in. But if it ain't that, then just let them cook. We ain't gonna police the chat too crazy. Raging Bull. I don't work out traditionally. I do a lot of calisthenics in the crib, and I train to fight, which is my whatever kind of whatever you're seeing here comes from swinging. So it's um yeah, I actually am thinking about, ever since I got injured, I haven't been able to fight the way I want. So I'm actually thinking about heading back to the gym and maybe get my workout on that way. Calvin's here. If Calvin's here, shout out to Calvin. Do you know any Russian hip hop artists? No, I do not. Put me on. The one thing I know about Russia culturally is Stop Hum. Stop a Douchebag. It's one of my favorite shows that happens in Russia. It's one of my favorites. Absolutely. No question. Um, Dumbbells and cardio, what I do, it's easy enough. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, planks, crunches, side crunches. But I really just like, you know, I'm a black belt in Spanish food. Joel, you are dumb. The black belt in Spanish food. Well, that's one way to grow something. Something will definitely get bigger. You're doing it that way, and it might not be what we're talking about, but yeah. Stop. It's not actual for us many years. Just. What up, Sean Capri? What up? Stop Ham is my favorite. Stop a Douchebag is my favorite show in Russia. You should get a Jerry curl. Not yet. Not yet. B. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Some people just want a hug. Some people weren't hugged enough as children, and they come in to say something absolutely stupid. Oh snap! Legit, pretty nifty. Not gonna lie. I like working at home versus places. Both have their benefits. I find, like, when you're working out at home, you got to rely on your own discipline. But when you're working out like in a gym, you got other people. You got other people working out, and kind of motivates you. So I think it really depends on what your specific level of discipline is. If you need the motivation, go get the motivation. But if you can just knock it out at home, if it's just like a, wake up, if you just wake up, do push-ups, do crunches, maybe hop on a bike. That's another big thing of mine. Like I don't run, but I do get on a bike and pedal through the boroughs at weird hours in the morning when I can't sleep, or if I need like some inspiration writing. I just hop on a bike and pedal around Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens. Like I just pedal on my bike all over the place. It's really good cardio. How many decks do you have in your collection? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have two that I have not put up yet. LR Blitz, what up? They're asking me how many skateboards I have in my collection. Do I work out? And if so, at what gym? Um, Hi, one question. Are you Chinese? Yeah, see, like, I think my sneakers are. I think my sneakers are. Just in the building, aka Scrooge McDuck. Thank you, Blitz. A topic that I know that I've been get a skateboard with your new show logo. I'm doing that. I'm doing that. I got a couple of skateboard decks that I still have to go get. The new show logo I'm gonna get. The albums that I've A&R'd, I'm gonna put up. 100% this has to happen. My logo, which was co-designed by the brother in the chat right now, LR Blitzkrieg. He's the guy who helped me clean it up and get me right completely. With that said, rest in peace, PH. Um, anniversary of his death, which I don't like celebrating at all. I'm a much bigger, I much more prefer to celebrate people's birthdays. I feel like it really gets me, I feel some kind of way celebrating, or it's not a celebration. You're not celebrating somebody the day somebody passed. You're just remembering, but I'd much rather remember how they lived. So I started opting to go away from the date of people's deaths, and I go hard on the date of people's birthdays. If you follow me on IG, then you know that I'm constantly giving birthday shout outs. Um, let's see, what are y'all chatting about in here? Do you want to hear one Russian hip hop song right now? No, because I got a bunch of people in here and they want to talk about a bunch of other things, and it's not about me, it's about them. So no, but I appreciate it. And if you want to tag me in something, my Instagram is Mr. Mecc. Please tag me and let me get into it. Orange Moon over Brooklyn was my shit. Craft, I knew you was a real one. Beautiful, smooth chocolate Chinese. That is funny. Jake Holly, my trainer, did that on purpose because he believes to be a black belt, you need to have actual fights under your belt. B, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Absolutely. Mr. Mecca on IG too. See, that's Big Sugar who happens to run the chat. She's the one putting you on. Um, thank you, Big Sugar. Uh, get a skate. What else did I miss? Did I miss anything else? Exact opposite. When I trained boxing, I only wanted to fight. I didn't care for the training portion. That yeah, well, that's most of us, Jake. That's most of us, Jake. Um, Purple belt, Big Sugar. You got a purple belt. No wonder you got this killer instinct. I can't pronounce your name because it's written in what I'm assuming is Chinese, but beautiful smooth chocolate china. I'm not actually Chinese. These I have sleepy eyes, but they're not. Don't let the glasses fool you. I'm black guy. I be 19. All right now. You look like you like tofu. It's not bad. It's not bad. I prefer pasta, but tofu's not bad. Um, I definitely prefer chocolate. B74 knows me well. Um, yeah, prison. You know, come in here projecting. I don't know what I gave off that said that. I don't know what I gave off that said that. I have never got it. Bite your tongue. Yeah, Jig. Jig and B. I've noticed that fight training. Oh, speaking of which, my bro in the room, LR, his father is like a teacher, a high level seafood. One of these dudes like put you through a wall and won't breathe hard when he does it. Are these supposed to be insults? Ha ha, weird. Yes, yes, they're super. I don't pretend to get it either. Some of these people, some of the things people say to me in an attempt to insult me, but when you're when you're simple minded, these are the things that you come up with to insult someone. When you're simple minded, this is what happens. Culture unity, salute. Thank you for pulling up. Have you ever thought about adding music element to your podcast, like a way for artists to promo a freestyle? We are absolutely doing that as we continue the rollout. Right now, it's just that I've gotten completely away from what I came up here to talk about. Shout out to Gat Taylor, formerly known as Gat Murder. Is this culture fixable? Yes, it is. It's going to go where the people go, and the people don't stay dumb. We start dumb, but we don't stay dumb. All people start dumb. We start with things that we don't know, but nobody stays dumb. And as the culture begins to reflect, right now it's reflecting what I consider the ignorance of youth. But it's not going to stay there. Eventually everyone matures, everyone grows. Life kind of makes it that way in all things. And as that happens, people heal. You get you get you get a different sense of things. The more you live, the more you experience. You start to prioritize different. What seemed to be all encompassing before and super important becomes a lot less so as you grow up. Um, and we will definitely heal. The culture can be fixed and saved. I absolutely believe that. And I'm doing my part. Shout out to Gat Taylor. We have a brand new show. We got approached by the good people over at World Star Hip Hop. Believe it or not, I was 100% anti at first. All I had to hear was World Star, and that was enough for me to just be like, I'm out. I'm not doing that. They're gonna expect all kinds of ratchet nonsense, blah 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 blah. No, they actually want what Taylor and I would bring to a platform. They're not looking for us to do what they do. Shout out to B74 for the 10 jewels. 100. Thank you, sis. One time for Big Sugar. They don't want us to change who we are to suit them. They actually want us to do what we do and do it over there. Very hard to, and not to mention the fact that Taylor was the one who brought it to the table. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. Taylor's the guy who brought it to the table, not me. Taylor came and hollered. We fell back off of the show, off of my expert opinion. It was a matter of what we wanted to do next. I was full blown working on music between A&R and over at Bus and writing my own joints, and which turned into a project. It was just nonstop. B, if I'm ignoring them, you can too. Don't just stay with me here, darling. We can let the fringe be fringe for a second, but you good money. Um, we would just we fell back. I knew I wanted to work with Taylor. I knew I wanted to work with Taylor. Y'all may not know him the way I do. Please believe it. This is one of the biggest, hardest dudes. Like the biggest hearted dude that I've rocked with. Like I've known him for the length of the original show. Loyalty, compassion, honesty. Gat is one of these dudes that you can really like just set your back to, like set your watch by. Like he's one of them dudes. Just a good, loyal, and he doesn't. There's not there's no line in Gat. He just doesn't have. He's not wired to just lie and say a bunch of shit to make himself look better or make someone else look worse by to make himself look better or feel better. He's not built like that. And there forget the industry. In life, it is rare that you meet people who give it up like that. It's super rare. And when you find one, it's almost your responsibility to protect that person to make sure that they stay the way they are. God put them in your life for a reason. When that happens, you become responsible for those people. That's why I don't have a gang of friends because I feel personally responsible for people that I call a friend. I don't really have a gap between like friend and family. Like if I call you a friend, I feel like if something happens to you, it's my job, it's my responsibility to protect my friends. That's kind of how I am. My things I feel like I need to protect. My people, I feel like I need to protect. It's literally how I'm wired. I don't know another way to be. So I don't walk around this world collecting friends because that's more responsibility. That's more that I have to do. That's more people that I'm responsible for. That's more people who, if they call me for something, I got to get out of bed and go do what needs doing. Um, it's like that. Shout out to LR Blitz, one of my longest friends. That dude calls me and says he needs to move a couch, if he needs to move a person, if he needs to like he needs something, he needs his dog. I gotta go do what we doing. I'm that guy. LR Blitz, helped me move 3 times. It has been 3 times. But I'm not keeping like if he's calling, if that guy is calling me to come do whatever it is within reason, hopefully he's not asking me to do something illegal. But if he is, I gotta consider it because that's I only got one of him. I only got one of him. And God put him in my life for a reason. And if he's in my life, then I have to respect that responsibility. I feel responsible for it. So if I'm supposed to stand in the gap between the guy that God put in my life, the people that God put in my life, and something on the other side, then that's my job. That's my job. It's not it's just what you're supposed to do. It's what I'm supposed to do. I can't speak for anybody else, but it's what I do. It's the way I give it up. It's and I've been like this. So I don't walk around collecting friends because that's more people that I would have to get out and go and do for and protect and help and support and back up when the time comes. Like that's more. So that's a lot. And I got a lot to do already. Not trying to run around collecting friends. And you don't meet a lot of good-hearted people. There are people who take that friendship and use it for their own purpose. And when the time comes that you need something from them, their space goes. They're out of here. Never see them. Do it once with the wrong people. You do for them once, they're grateful. You do it twice, they expect it. You do it the third time, they're entitled. You don't do it on the fourth time, it's your fault. When I find people who don't get down like that, you got to keep them. You got to, Blitz ain't like that. You got to keep them. And I'm from the era where, I can't speak for anybody else, but I'm from the era where, your boy's mother was your mother too. Your boy's pop, that was your pops too. And now we're all grown men. So his wife, that's your sister. His kid, that's your kid. You know what I mean? That's your niece. And what's the difference? That's your nephew. What's the difference? His wife, that's your sister. You gotta treat it. You gotta treat her the same way. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's why I only got like a handful of people that I genuinely rock with like that. I don't walk around calling everybody a friend. I got tons of associates. I got leagues and leagues of colleagues. Actually, that's backwards. I got a lot of colleagues and tons of associates, but like leagues and leagues of associates. But I don't friend. Oh, that's handful of them folk. Handful of them folk. And with that said, one time forget. One time forget Taylor, who when we stepped away from the show and I was completely ready to just ride off into the sunset and figure my time there was what it was and it was time to move on to the new thing. Taylor pulled up with an opportunity to link with a platform that's all well known, like a household name platform, and pull up and put our creative spin on something for them. We already had proof of concept. That's already my guy. And here's the other part. Taylor could have ran off and did that on his own. He didn't have to call me. He didn't have to call me. He 100% could have ran out and did that by himself. The contact for that show was 100% a childhood friend of his. He did not have to call me. I would have known nothing about it. But he called. And now we just put out the first episode. Sugar, you're right. Everybody does have a different definition of friend. I find friend is like the word legend in hip hop. Legend and classic. Friend, legend, and classic to me share the exact same problem: overuse. People throw that word around all the time. And family, friend, family, legend, classic. Associates is a much better word, Dwayne. Thank you. Much better. Oh yeah, no, that's that. If I say that's the homie, that's the homie. That means we don't have nothing but good energy, and we've never had a problem. I don't. I am not calling that a brother's another one. Brother's another one. That's the bro. That's my bro. I don't know that nigga. You don't know that dude at all. Play friends. Yeah. You, Gat, Rob, Wayno, and Curtis King are the next wave of voices for the culture. Culture unity, I 100% accept that mission. And that is excellent company to put me and my boy in. For me and Gat to be in that company, 100% with it. 100% with it. Love it. Love it. Here, I'm here for it. I'm here to join that company. Curtis King gets all my respect. Rob Markman, me and that boy go back. That's another good dude. Me and him go back. Okay, uh Lake Up Peep. Lake You Peep, I guess. Gat is Gat Taylor. That's my partner on the new show we have, the Mecc Gat Show. Uh World Stars only podcast. That's my guy. Rob, I'm assuming he's talking about Rob Markman, which is a longtime journalist who's now on this side of the camera doing his one too. Wayno, formerly of Everyday Struggle on Complex. He was after Joe left. He was rocking with it was after Joe and after Star. He was rocking with academics, and that's another dude, long time music industry professional. Um, and Curtis King produces, avid hip hop head, and my guy out on the West Coast. I've linked with Curtis King a couple of times on online doing stuff. Like I met him through Culture United. Good dude, good dude. Commentary type, yes, but the people who he's mentioning also have a lot of insight. Wayno, Curtis, Rob, myself, we're all very active members of the music industry and hip hop heads. So the insight is different. Lack short for lock. Oh, okay. Lock. Oh, okay. Got you. Torre, Torre, but Torre is a hip hop head, depending on which one we're talking about. Torre that raps from Brooklyn. He's a hip hop head. And his pen is a problem. His pen is a problem. Who else am I thinking of? There's somebody else. There's somebody right on the edge of my brain. I'm trying to remember. No, it wasn't B Dot. That's not who I'm thinking about. That's somebody I'm thinking about specifically. What's the bro's name? I can see his face in my head. I can see his face. What is this dude's name? Justin Hunt. Goes without saying. Culture United. Glasses is the homie. Um, Thought we were talking journalism. No, not just journalism. All day. I get where you're coming from. Most of the people I mentioned, me, me and Rob are the only like journalists that I mentioned in that pack. But Wayno isn't music industry professional. Torre is a writer and a music industry professional. Like pen game. Um, Justin, I don't know if he's ever done journalism. I don't know if he does ever done journalism, but he's 100% an avid hip hop head. One time for Combat Jack, thank you, hey you. One time for Combat Jack, rest in peace to the real Podfather. I hear people like shout that out and try to add that to their bio. Jack made it what it was. One time for Combat Jack. Um, I completely agree with you. I know the late combat and Juan Epstein get credit, but I think you, low key, and the deceased. You're talking about me, Jazz Fly, low key, and my other sis. You're talking about Oh, jump off TV. You mean jump off TV? I get what you mean. Um, yo, what a time! What a time! Rest in peace, Jazz Fly. What a time. Screwface John. Screwface John. That's who I was thinking of. Screwface John. Screwface John. James Anthony, what up? Welcome to the room. Hit the likes, hit the hypes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Come on in here, join, become a mechanic. We got a dope thing happening in here. Pull on up. Sean Capri, what up? Um, yes, that's who I was thinking of. Screwface John. Screwface John. I actually, I've you know what, the emotions that you trigger with that, I'm fine with. I miss Jazz. I miss Jazz. I wish she was still. Yeah, of course. I miss Jazz. And Jump Off TV Jump Off TV was definitely a time, and we inspired a lot. I remember when we had BET knocking, we inspired a lot, and then next thing you know, they gave our show to someone else. I won't blow it up now, maybe in a future episode, but they gave our show, they gave Jump Off TV to someone else who was a little more famous than we were at the time, and then they had the show, and to the point where we were literally watching an episode, me, Jazz, Low, where the cast, Jamal, shout out to Jamal, we're all sitting there watching, and we can tell who's supposed to be who. Put lemon in your water. I'm gonna do that. Oh, you're absolutely right. Shout out to Big Sugar, getting her Big Sugar on. James Anthony, what up? Getting her Big Sugar on. Shout out to Big Sugar. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Yeah, no, she's right. She's right, Push. She's right. Um Nurse Sugar. Nurse Sugar. You don't become Betty just because you're giving out health advice. You Nurse Sugar. Um I was thinking about hopping on a track with me, Curtis King, and Screw. Love, respect, always. Definitely was a writing inspiration. Miss her too. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I miss. I know it's a movie, but you still we got to rename it. It's got to be Nurse Sugar. You can't be nothing else but sugar around me. You're gonna be sugar for life. So let's get used to it. Um, yeah. With that said, we're bringing all of that experience to the new show on World Star. So I'm here making the announcement. The Mecc Gat Show, the Mecc Gat Show channel is now up and running over on Instagram. It's up and running over on YouTube. I'm gonna start populating my channel with content from that, but I'm definitely gonna tie back into the other channel. Gat and I'll take turns going live from that channel. Yo, you wash and freeze the entire lemon, then shave it down. Put a spoon or two of shavings in your water. You get way more nutrients out of it that way. Appreciate you, Blitz. See? And shit like that is why I help him move. Shit like that is why I help him move. You wonder why my arms look the way they do? It's because I'm moving furniture all the time. My friends don't sit still. The people who I fuck, they don't sit still. So here I come to lift a couch or a TV or something else ridiculously heavy for no reason, and here we are. Mac, what type of fans are in this live right now? None. I don't have any fans. I have supporters. I have people who support the page and respect what I do and check for me every once and again. They pull up and they check for the boy. They check for your boy. I don't have any fans. I got no fans. I got people. I got supporters. I have objective objective thinkers, and I don't have weak-minded folk around me. But I don't have any fans. I don't do fans. I don't do fans. The people in this channel, the people in this room, the people who you hear me refer to as mechanics, they support me. They support what I do. The messages that I try to send, and the gems I try to give away, they support me doing that. And their voices make it possible. They amplify what I do, but I don't have any fans. I don't have any fans. No disrespect to you whatsoever. I get exactly where you're coming from, and I'm just answering this in all honesty. I refuse to call anybody who pulls up in this room and rocks with me, calls himself a mechanic, starts subscribe. They subscribe to the channel and they rock with me. They're supporters. I don't have no fans. I don't have no fans. Yeah, I only have support. One time for push button producer, just with the super chat. That's what I'm talking about. That's the and it's not that. Keep in mind, before I could monetize this channel, us and me and the mechanics were in here rocking. Weren't even thinking about that. We were just in here rocking, chopping it up. I was just happy to grow the numbers, trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I was just happy to grow the numbers. And then next thing I know, Push and just and a couple other people just start having money fights in here. Like literally just battling with bread. And it's but that's them. I felt weird about it because I don't know how to accept compliments. You were pulling people in for the conversation real early. Yeah, because I want the people who rock. Say what again, mother? That's another one. He's another one in here. With looking like a Street Fighter character when it comes to the money fight. That's another one. Let me go ahead and show one time for Push and one time for Say What Again. And Say What Again just started making his voice known. I don't know how long he's been in the room. I don't know how long he's been in the room, but he just started making his voice known. And this is how he decided to introduce himself. And then just decided to play. Like, but this is what I'm talking about. And when it's not this, we talking hip hop. We talking hip hop all through this. And this is what I want to. Yes, Blitz, the refs cheated. Just when I say we talking hip hop, we turn to the NBA. Yes, yes, I think the fix is in. I think there was no way they were going to allow the Knicks to sweep. Argue with your mama, not me. I think there was no way they were going to let the Knicks sweep. And the second we start busting their ass, 3, 4, what was it, like 6 fouls in the space of like 30 seconds. Stupid. All momentum out the window. You now can't guard the player that you're guarding for fear of catching another foul and having to sit down. So you start playing tentative. Meanwhile, he's niggas on the Spurs playing football. Ninth Gate Stories. Definitely rock with you. Glad you popped up in my feed. Gotta run, but I'll definitely be back. One love. Yo, bro, make it or sis. I can't tell. Make it a point to pull up. Make it a point to subscribe. Make it a point to stick around. And when you have folks who rock the same way that we do in here, tell them to pull up. We got a nice room in here. We got good energy in here. But one love to you, King. Thank you. Much appreciated. Raymond Hunter. He's not the guy from the Source magazine. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm not the only guy from the Source magazine. But yeah, that's me. Good to meet you. Welcome to the room. I would if Big Sugar says it, B74, aka Big Sugar, if she's telling you, she's telling you the truth. What's your goal with this channel? You know what? That's homeboy must owe his bookie something because that was egregious. Yeah, no, that was nasty work. That was Blitz. That was nasty. I knew you'd be watching. I was texting back about it this morning. That was nasty work. What's your goal with this channel? Um, you know what? I'm gonna keep it so tall with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. My original goal with this channel was literally just to kick it with the people who would tell me that they missed my expert opinion, the people who I didn't see anymore because I wasn't on my expert opinion. Even when I was on my expert opinion, I never took advantage of the YouTube space ever. I never chopped it up with anybody. I would do the show and then leave. I never thought about entertaining the fans on in the YouTube space. And then I had to sit down with a couple of people. Actually, the homie Blitz who's in here. Um, Shout out Ninth Gate and shout out to Philly. Thank you for pulling up. I had a sit down talk with my guys, my brothers, and um yeah, the idea to them, they just checked me real quick and told me you'd be absolutely stupid. There are people who really rock with you, and just because you're not on the show anymore, there are people who are asking for you. They're looking for you specifically. And I've consulted with a bunch of artists. I just recently started working on my own music in a real serious way, and I was A&R in other people's albums, and I told myself that was enough, and I could just go off and do that stuff. But if there are people who want to support what I'm doing, which is trying to push this culture forward, I'm a cultural advocate. I always have been. Well, I had to grow into being one, but I'm a cultural advocate. I want to see this culture evolve and grow and continue to flourish. And I can't do that being quiet. And I saw a lot of things happening in the culture that, I'm on the sideline just kind of wondering, oh my God, what are you doing? You can't just keep talking from the sidelines. Sometimes you got to get in the game. And little did I know, I had a big ass platform that I left with a ton of people who are asking me to get back in the game. And if I can support the culture with a gang of people that support me, that's the goal. That's the goal. And you can't be quiet about it. You can't leave it alone. You can't be quiet about it. Silence is consent for a lot of this lame shit that we see out here. Silence is consent. If you don't say anything about it, and they've handcuffed a lot of voices because they'll convince you that you're a hater for saying something about some absolute fuckery that's happening. And the narratives that start getting passed around, and the standards drop to the toilet, and you got rappers insulting MCs as if they're capable of writing anything dope. Like you can't be quiet. You can't be quiet. You can't. You can't. You quiet. They feel like it's cool to do. Well, nobody said nothing. It becomes that kind of attitude. Can't be quiet. You got to say something on all of this stuff. Everything that affects the culture. You have to speak on it. I have to speak on it. I can't be quiet. This is what I've done my entire life. I've been in this thing. When's the new show dropping? Shotters, it's out as we speak. The Mecc Gat Show, the only podcast, World Stars exclusive only podcast. We're the only podcast brought to you by World Star. That's us, the Mecc Gat Show. Risley, what up? Mark Nash, what up? My little California girl, hello, salute, welcome to the room. Shotters, like I said, the new show's out right now. Um, Yo, Mac, who would you say had a better first album? Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, or Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die? Who was better lyrically on their first album? Oh man, what a question! Here comes just with this aggressive shit again. This is what she does. This is how it goes. Anybody who's shocked, don't be just um just well, ninth is getting in the door now. But say what again, mother? And just they this is how they give it up. You just gotta let you. This is how they give it. This is what they do. This is what you see it. That was nothing. This is what it is. You just gotta again sit here and eat popcorn. I'm gonna use the money that comes in here to upgrade my system. That's 100%. I'm gonna reinvest in making this channel something like super dope and like a real interactive experience for the mechanics who pull up Culture Unity. Since you're the one who asked, um, yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna take what comes in from this because I haven't touched any of it. But I'm gonna take what comes in from this. I'm gonna reinvest in the channel. I want you to get a mic to drop, and I want you to get a mic to speak on. You know what? I'm gonna because you requested it. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get a mic to drop. Even though my notorious pin drop is cool, I'm gonna get a mic to speak on. No, you got it. Just is a mechanic. Yes, 100%. B74. Shout out to the 10 gold coin 10. Thank you, thank you. I love the earphones, but push push. Just is right. You guys are right. I'm gonna stop fighting it. You guys are right. I do love the convenience of come on in and go, but you guys are right. I'm gonna set something up. I'm gonna reinvest in the channel, and that's exactly where this money needs to go. That's exactly whatever contributions are coming in from this channel. It's only right that I put it back in this channel. If you see me in here with a bunch of diamonds and whatnot, stop sending me anything. Understand? Stop sending me anything. Don't dodge the question, Bigger J. They're literally 1A and 1B to me. Comparing them to each other, it's like 1A and 1B. Thank you, Just. I didn't die. I never dodged. I just got distracted for a second. Rest in peace to Clark Kent. That was his pick too. If he's blinging the music, Celsius ringing. Yo, B, you who's 1B? I know it. I think lyrically, I think Jay was was a touch above what Big was doing. I think Big was I think Big's music was more raw and Jay's was more polished. It felt like the tutelage of Jazzo and Big Daddy Kane kind of had this effect on Jay, and I think he was more polished, and I think he got trickier with his bars. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, I know. Just reasonable doubt and ready to die. I nod towards reasonable doubt. Both were great. See, this is the thing. Just you start checking the boxes. It's really hard to find a box that they both don't check off. If you like it about one, you can find that with the other one. It's just a matter, and then it's just a matter of who did it better. But these are high level artists. So now it just cooks down to your preference. It's not even about who did it better or who did it worse. It's just which one do you prefer? Scary thing about Biggie is he was nowhere near hitting his peak as elite as he was on Life. That yeah, yeah. Michael Brown, completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. Yeah, Big said Hove was nice. Chad, salute Chad. Um, we got that from we got that story from Clark Kent. Rest in peace. He told us that. He told us that. Yeah, he was nowhere near hitting this. I shudder to think how good Biggie would have gotten had he lived. Imagine Biggie drawing inspiration from artists like Cannabis, and then watching the evolution of Jay, and then watching like Nas. Imagine him like the more you do it, the better you get. The more reps you put up, the better you get. Imagine Biggie drawing inspiration from some of the artists that started popping. Imagine that. He would have been an animal. Oh my God. Can you imagine the Big Pun and Biggie collab? Biggie hears what Pun is doing and goes, "Oh, word? Yo." Like, man. Oh, we lost him too soon. We lost him too soon. One time for the Notorious. I cringe. Oh, oh, goosebumps thinking about how good the commission app. Oh man, oh man, who's a better rapper, Black Rob or Mace? Mace. People still listen to a lot of Biggie. Me, I am people. Me too. Me too, sugar. Me too. You and Gat could do $10 to $20 for a 2 minute call on the show. We could. Um, Let me keep it a buck with you, culture. I'm not looking, and maybe that's my fault. I'm not looking for ways to monetize everything I do. Um, Not really try. I feels a little leechy. Like I keep it a buck. I'm having it took me. I had to find something to do with the money that was coming in through this channel, let alone looking for ways to monetize. It's something to run by Gat. Again, it's not. It's not. Mace had more tools that he utilized through his songs, lyrically, flow wise, patterns. Um, he didn't really get too deep into the entendres, but flow wise, Mace went places that Black didn't go. That's the only reason I give Mace the nod over Rob, and that's not to say that Rob was whack, ever, ever in life, ever in life. But that's just I use my show on lives because I like it. My actual job is how I make money. Yeah, Mesa Big L, L, L. If Pac and Nipsey was still here, hip hop would be. Let me give you a list of rappers who have passed away that I believe if they were still here, music today would sound completely different. Pun is number one on my list. Big, excuse me, in no order. Pun, Big, Pop, Big L. Jam Master Jay. I believe if those guys were still here, able to do what they would, rest in peace, Sean Price. Rest in peace, Sean Price. Nipsey Hussle was a good friend of mine. I had a great relationship with Nip that I let fall by the wayside due to my own due to me, due to me. It was completely my fault. I let the relationship slip. Every time I saw him, it was always good energy, good talking, and he would get at me like, "Yo, why don't you holler at me?" He would say that whenever he passed by the office. Steve Lobel would bring him by the source, but I met him before he started working with Steve. I met him back when he was when it was him and Q the Question and what's my brother's name? Smoke Dizza was all on the same label. Johnny Shipes' label. That's when I met Nip. And we instantly got along. And when as he started to excel in his career, and I got way more serious, not way more serious, but I turned up the heat over at the Source magazine, and I had really taken on the mantle of music editor, and I was gonna run with it. And again, use my voice the best way I could, is putting MCs and unsigned hype who may not get a look. I was putting MCs in the book who probably wouldn't have gotten a look. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. And Nip was on his incline, and I'm gonna keep it so tall with y'all. I let that relationship fall by the wayside because of pride. I didn't want it to seem as if I was only coming around him because he was blowing up. And the problem is he never acted like that. Anytime I saw him, it was literally like, "Yo, why don't you hit me up? Why don't you shout me out? Like, yo, you don't be calling me. You don't give a fuck about me, man. You playing games." Like, he was on that kind of time. But we had a really cool relate, and I couldn't get out of my own way long enough to holler at him. And it really sucked because when he passed, one of the first things I did was hit his line. I was hoping it wasn't true. And yeah, yo, just hit me back, bro. Man, something crazy out here. Just hit me back. And that call never came. But yeah, that's the dude I miss. I wish he was still around. Me too. When I got that call, I wanted to call. Yeah, just yeah. I put the text in. I was I was going through old texts and I came across his. I came across his. I came across a text between me and Prodigy. I'm just getting old texts out of my phone and I'm seeing like all kinds of just ghost. Combat Jack is in there. Text with PH. Rest in peace, PH. Today's the anniversary of his passing. One time for PH, one of those dudes that I was talking about. Um, yeah, I got all kinds of. I go back through and just look. There's all kinds of people that have just passed away. Text messages way at the bottom of my phone. I had to cut off my automatic. You have the iPhone will give you a feature where if you don't respond or you don't talk to a person, you don't text a person, and X amount if the text is super old, it deletes. And I had to Dres the beatnik. Word. I had to turn that feature off on my phone because there's text messages in there I can't bring myself to get rid of. I just can't. I can't bring Uncle Pone. What up? Salute, bro. Where the hell you been? One time for Uncle Pone. Were you a believer in Nip's music or was it just the person you believed in? I didn't have to make a distinction. Nip's music was so on brand for who I felt he was. I won't talk about him like I've known him my entire life, but for who Nip came across, what Nip came across as to me, His music was just a reflection of that. So I didn't have to make a distinction between him as a person or his music. Um, those were the same dude. Those were the same dude. He didn't rap about stuff that he wasn't really talking when we talked. That stuff came across in his music. So yeah. Oh, 1,500. Those dudes are beasts. Buster's work. Ooh, let me be quiet. Be quiet. I'm about to trick me out of an NDA. Let me shut all the way the fuck up. Yeah, that almost happened, Sean. You laughing? That almost happened. Oof, that close. Let me shut the fuck up. Trying to get my paycheck revoked. So quiet I can neither confirm nor deny. But Bus is working on so much. Anyway, anyway, listen, I have had y'all up here for over 66 minutes. Almost kicked out of flip mode. Yo, Reefer, you stupid. You stupid. You stupid. Guys, we have fun. I'm pulling right back up in here tomorrow, 5 p.m. We'll do it again. I didn't mean for that tomorrow. Mecc Gat Show is now live. We got another interview. That's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start going live from my interviews. Give y'all like at least a smooth 15, 20 minutes or something like that of the interview. Of course, I can't post the whole thing, but if I can get like a good 15, 20 minutes or maybe some BTS, I can do that. I can probably pull that off. Let's make sure it doesn't violate the terms of the agreement, but I think I can do that. And I want y'all to be in lockstep with me as I get started on this new venture. But released and launched today, the Mecc Gat Show, World Star Hip Hop's only official podcast. That's us. That's your boy. That's my guy, Mr. Taylor, aka Gat Taylor, formerly known as Gat Murder. He dropped the murder because the only thing we killing now is these interviews. Pull up, go over and check on my IG, which is Mr. Mecc, MRMECC. My last post is a clip from us interviewing Designer. I didn't see that one coming either, but we interviewed Designer, and I think you'll like the kind of questions that we ask, especially the one in this post. Um, like just said, everybody have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your week. It's only Tuesday. God willing, I will see y'all back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. In the meantime, in between time, brothers and sisters, mothers and Mrs. Bunions and Blisters, this has been the garage home to the worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mecc Rashawn. Do me a favor, likes, hypes, and subs. That's how you show your boy love. And in the meantime, in between time, let's get this car off the rack and see where we at. Hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. God willing, I will see y'all tomorrow at 5 p.m. But in case it's a little later, make sure you hit that alarm button so you know when I'm pulling up. And you can pull up too. Until then, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for holding me down. And I will see you all tomorrow at 5 p.m. The garage is now officially closed for the evening. Y'all be safe.